Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am Mad Capper and this is another video on Raid Shadow Legends. Today I want to talk to you about the Nightmare Clan Boss and what to do when you don't have the champions that you think you need to build a competent Nightmare team. We all get into this cycle where the reputation of certain champions dictates that we must have them, right? We all know Tyrell, we all know Jarrig, we all know these basic champions that, oh my, I have to have that champion, I have to have this champion, but I'm here to tell you that you don't. And to prove my point, I am going to build an all Ogryn faction team in the Nightmare Clan Boss. Now, like most teams, you probably have, even if you're free to play or a money conscious player, you probably have some of the champions that you think you need, but you don't have all of them. Maybe you have counterattack, maybe you have a good poisoner, maybe you have a good attack down or defense down champion, but you don't have all of them. And so you're thinking, oh, there's no way I'm gonna make that leap from brutal to nightmare. I'm here to tell you that if you build your team based on attribute, rather than based on the reputation of a champion, you're gonna find that you can still do what you want to do, which is 3-key nightmare. That should be your first goal. If you can 4-key or even better 3-key nightmare, then you are doing your clan proud, and then you can progress to 2-key to 1-key and then move on to ultra nightmare. But if you get stuck in this rut of thinking you need a champion, then you are not going to be successful. It is absolute fact that you do not need there's no champion in this game that you need in order to succeed. We've proven it. If you look through all the different top tier clans and stuff, yes, there are champions that are common, there are champions that make it easier, but there's a way to do it with champions that are not necessarily what we would think of. And today I'm going to show you the 5 champions I've used. They're right here from Ogryn Tribe in order to achieve that, and it's attribute based. Now I did start with the base of Skull Crusher and Occult Brawler, so I have my 2 champions that are definitely top tier Nightmare and even Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss champions. My Skull Crusher's pretty well geared. I think he's got a little bit to go. You see, I haven't even leveled out his jewelry completely. Probably should do that sometime. But the point is that he's got the attributes he needs. He's over 40k health. I love the 4-4, so 4k defense, 40k health. My next step would be go 45-45 if I can. 172 speed. He is the slowest on the team, and that's to allow the counterattack to be most fully used. And then the crit rate and crit damage, sure, I would like it to be higher, but it's not a necessity, and with a low accuracy as possible. And Occult Brawler, my Occult Brawler is actually not very well built. I'm going to revisit him very soon to rebuild him, but for now, he's got pretty good defense considering his low starting point at 2200, 54k health. His attack is okay at 2000, and he's got some good crit rate and crit damage to be able to add some extra damage other than his poisons, but we all know poisons is the most important thing. He's got 200 accuracy, which is good. It should be more than enough for Nightmare, but as you can see when you see the other champions I'm using, it's not necessarily relevant in this particular case. Now, what are the champions that I'm inserting in here? Well, the first one is War Mother. War Mother is known as a bomber, and well, actually, she's known mostly as a meme, but she's also a really good bomber. I was trying to put her through in a bomb squad team. I don't quite have the gear to do all 5 of the champions, or sorry, 4 of the champions for arena, so I decided, well, why not give this a try? So I've re-geared her for the clan boss. As you can see, she's got the life steal, and the reason why she works is because I'm not looking at the champion. Oh god, I'm not looking at the champion. I'm looking at the attribute, and the attribute we're talking about here is decreased attack. She has a major decreased attack, the higher level, and is attack one enemy 2 times and places it, which means unless she hits a glancing blow, she's going to place that attack down every time she uses her A1. Also, for whatever reason, she doesn't use her A3, which drives me absolutely nuts. In case of bombs, I don't care about them ticking down. I wish she'd put them up and then just blow them up. She doesn't. Don't know why. You can ask the devs. I haven't seen it yet. Maybe I missed it and she is, but as far as I've seen, haven't used it. Also to note that I did not book her. If you were in a position where you were a free-to-play player and you're like, well, this is the champion I got, you might be enticed to put books into her, but in this case, you're using her for attack down, so you don't really need the books because the cooldown on the bombs you don't necessarily want, and the cooldowns on Mother's Touch you don't really want. So I think you're safe to not book her regardless, but just gear her out very well. And to get her to where she can be survivable, 39k health, 1800 defense. I'm not using very good gear. I'm using good gear, but not great gear. Obviously, you'd want this to be much higher, but this is what I had. Crit rate, crit damage is going to do some damage. 198 accuracy isn't the best. It's kind of, I always wanted above 200, but again, as you'll see, it won't really matter. Also, I don't see a resistance check. Oh, it can be resistance. So there is a resistance check on her A1, but with this gentleman right here, we don't run into that issue because of his aura. So again, we've got the gear, we've got the aura here, which is why I'm not too worried about their accuracy, because he's increasing the accuracy by 70 for all champions in this fight. Means nothing. This does. This is where it matters. Now he is increasing speed, which is a little bit of a pain when speed tuning a team, but it's not really a huge deal. And if I had a different champion Ogren, I would. But the good thing about this Shamrock is that he has an increased defense, which is going to help the survivability of your team. Again, an attribute. Why am I using him? For the attribute of increased defense. It also has a couple bonus attributes that, although it is Lucky Charms, and it follows that, you are going to get a lot of the times an increased crit rate. You may also get a revive on death, which is helpful, and a continuous heal. Those are all useful to have in a clan boss scenario. So you're getting the nearly guaranteed, is it? 50, yeah, so he's just placing that on all allies, so that's a guaranteed. And the speed, if they have more than 50% HP, that's kind of annoying. Also has a chance of placing a 30% increase, so it's a 50-50. So again, there's all these options that are going to help your team out and help the survivability of your team. Now, for the last one, I needed a decreased defense, and I'm going for an unusual. If I thought War Mother was a weird choice, this is even crazier. This is Galcut. Galcut is a bomber, and he is garbage. He is a garbage tier bomber, but he has a lifesteal gear on him. And the problem with him is that his HP is ridiculously low, so you really have to fight and find a lot. I had to use HP chest and HP boots, and I use defense gloves, I think is what I went with it, to get his stats to where they need to be. He does start with a pretty good defense, so that's nice. But overall, here's his stats. It's mainly for one thing and one thing only, and that is to use his skill, which he has Mangle Limbs, attacks one enemy 2 times, has a 25%, which is booked, to a 50% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense for 2 turns. So it's the decreased defense that we're looking at. I'm not looking at the champion. Champion's garbage, but I'm looking at the attribute for Clan Boss. Decreased defense on an A1 is awesome. It is not garbage at all, especially when you're a counterattack team. So, all right, so here's the run. We're going to join the run here. I did this morning because I had to get there before the Void Affinity went away. So you're going to see here, again, it's just A1, boom, defense down. A1, boom, attack down. Then the buffs, and away we go. So I'm going to stop talking. We're going to play the run, and I'll see you on the other side.
The world is waiting up. The world is waiting half a step beyond our door. Yeah. And if it's not enough, I wanna see the stuff the world has got in store. I wanna take it all in, I'm falling. The cityscape by night, wanna catch in my photos. Where you go, every corner twice as bright. They'll be my treasures forever. When I can't hold you tight, I'll see the Stockholm lights. The Stockholm lights, the Stockholm lights. Tomorrow feels a year away, like the seconds, the beginning and the end. But if in time it's yesterday, your picture's gonna bring it home to me again. The world is waiting up. The world is waiting half a step beyond our door. And if it's not enough, I wanna see the stuff the world has got in store. I wanna take it all in, I'm falling. The cityscape by night, wanna catch in my photos. Where you go, every corner twice as bright. They'll be my treasures forever. When I can't hold you tight, I'll see the Stockholm lights. The Stockholm lights, the Stockholm lights.
So there you go, an easy 17 million. That is an easy 3 key with your eyes closed team that I could probably, if I wanted to, and focus on it and get some gear, really farm the dragon, or better yet, just take all the lifesteal gear I have off of all these champions that I've kind of put through this over the last several months and consolidate it onto this team. I could easily do that to a two key nightmare, and that's all you can ask for. You can't control the champions you get. If you're a whale, then this video means nothing to you, because you're just going to keep opening shards till you get the champions you want, and that's fine. That is perfectly fine. Over time, you're going to get those champions that you want, but for those of you who are thrift spending or not spending at all, you have to work with the champions you got. So please stop thinking about, I need this champion too. That is not a phrase that is based in any form of reality. Who would have thought to use a gal cut in a nightmare clan boss? But it can if you don't have another option. Yeah, rearguard sergeant, love to. Yeah, martyr, great. But if you don't have those champions, you've got to come up with something. And this is to show to you that there is something out there. There are champions out there that you don't come to front of mind that you can use to build your nightmare team. I hope this video was helpful to you. If it was, please give it a thumbs up. Also, please feel free to subscribe. I am doing videos about 3 times per week, mostly around Nightmare and Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss scenarios. I would also love it if there's anything you want to see or something that you haven't found the answer to. Please let me know. I will do a video on it and try my best to get a team or get the champion up there. I do have quite a few champions, so I'm more than willing to build one up for you guys. So let me know what you want to see. I also want to leave on a final note. I work in the retail industry. I'm a store manager of a pharmacy, and right now we are at a level that I have never seen before. The level of business that we are having to go through on a daily basis surpasses even the expectation that we normally have at Christmas, and this has put a lot of strain on the staff that I have every day. And my job as a manager isn't just to open the doors, it is to manage my staff and make sure they're going at their best. And I just want to give a shout out to anyone who works in retail, and specifically pharmacists, who they go through a lot of schooling to do what they do. They're very well needed. They have the lives of people in their hands on many occasions. And right now they're putting themselves in a level of risk in order to ensure that they can do their job effectively to give you the medication you need, whether you're the elderly, whether you're whether you're an immune compromised person, or whether you're just an average Joe that happens to need medication for whatever it is that ails you. They're working tirelessly, and I think we give a lot of shout outs for a lot of heroes out there, first responders, medical teams, support staff, but we fail to think of the everyday people that are making sure that you can continue to live through states of emergency like this and other unprecedented times. And so I want to be the one to give a shout out and just, hey, you know what? Be kind to your retail worker, whether it's your frontline cashier at the grocery store or whether it's your pharmacist getting you your medication on a monthly basis, because this time is very high stress and very high anxiety for all of us. We're doing our best to serve you, And just keep in mind that we are people too, and this affects us just as much. So for us to come to work every day knowing that we're probably putting ourselves at the highest risk, or one of the highest risks outside of obviously those testing for corona and that sort of deal, but we're putting ourselves in a pretty high risk situation of contracting the COVID-19 virus. And they do it because they love their job and they love what they do. And just be kind to them and be understanding. And one last thing, please stop buying toilet paper. There's not a shortage. It's a logistics problem. You guys keep buying so much and hoarding it that it costs so much to bring it in on trucks just so we can get it to shelves again. We're good. We have it. Just don't panic. Buy one pack and you'll be good. By the time you run out, we'll have more. Thank you. No more toilet paper. I know that sounds stupid, but that is the craziest thing that's happened to me in the last 2 weeks, is the amount of toilet paper we've sold. So, thank you for the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please feel free to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, share it with your friends. Be kind to one another and your retail workers and your pharmacists, and have a good day.